Middle Township High School.
It's not just 4 years,
it's for life.
We are Middle Township.
We are Middle Township.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cape May Courthouse for girls high school hoops tonight as the Middle Township Panthers get set to take on the Westhampton Tech Panthers. Mike Frankel on the call with you tonight, Andrew Lee, Nathan McMaster on our cameras this evening for this non-league matchup as Middle Township comes in undefeated so far on the young season. John Leahy's squad with a mark of 8-0 coming off a win over Apsigami last night. 60-24 was the final in that one. Westhampton Tech comes in with a mark of 6-2 under head coach Darrell White, and coming off a loss against Cinnaminson 74-48 last time out. Players speaking with the officials at mid-court there as we are moments away from the national anthem and starting lineups for this one. These teams did meet a year ago, Middle Township winning that matchup by a final of 56-45. So the Panthers of Middle trying to make it 2 in a row over the Panthers of West Tech. Panther live streams on the Middle Township Athletics YouTube channel, brought to you in part by the Bellevue Tavern and Cape May Courthouse, located at 9 South Main Street in historic downtown Cape May Courthouse. The Bellevue Tavern is open for lunch and dinner and is also ready to host your next private party. That's the Bellevue Tavern. ULMER'S Appliance Repair. For all of your household appliance repair needs, call ULMER'S Appliance Repair, 609-368-4444. Penn Jersey Building Materials is your South Jersey home for concrete and concrete accessories. Penn Jersey offers a variety of products for both the professional and do-it-yourselfer. Locations throughout New Jersey are easily accessible. New products introduced weekly. Visit penn-jersey.net for more information and a list of their locations. Time now for the national anthem.
The dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Bit of a technical issue with our video at this point, but we'll stay with you. We'll work on that and hopefully get that fixed before tip-off. Not missing anything yet as starters are just being introduced as we speak for both teams. Again, Westhampton Tech comes in with a mark of 6-2 for this non-league matchup. Middle Township undefeated 8-0 to begin the 25-26 campaign. Starting lineups being introduced now. First for the visiting West Tech Panthers. And West Tech will line up like this. It'll be Harmony Cummings, a freshman in the middle. Ife Niebe, a senior, will be in the starting five. along with Bree Sunkett, Lyric Stewart, and Autumn Sidney, another freshman for West Tech. So a relatively young squad for the visitors here tonight. And for Middle Township, the Panthers will line up like this. It'll be sophomore Hannah O'Neill getting the starting nod here tonight, along with junior Ainsley Frederick. Senior Maya Robinson will also be in the starting lineup here tonight for head coach John Leahy, along with senior guards Abby Capoletti and Reagan Powell. Middle Township without the services of starter Sarah Farrow here tonight, who's battling through an injury. So again, it'll be Frederick, O'Neill, Powell, Robinson, and Capoletti, the starting five for Middle Township here tonight. Again, the Panthers coming off a lopsided win over Apsigami, 60-24 a couple of nights ago. We're working on getting our video component of our stream back up and running momentarily. Obviously, we'll stay with you throughout here. Middle Township live streams also brought to you in part by Corrado Painting, an MTHS alumni owner-operated company with talented long-term employees known for their attention to detail and clean work environment. Since 2009, their courteous and professional painters have been servicing residential and commercial clients in Cape May County. Call 609-602-7807 for further information. Big thanks to a number of our other sponsors this year, including 7 Mile Pies, the Haven House, MENZ Coastline Realty, Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White, Hub International Insurance, and Panthers in Action. So we'll go old school radio style with you for a little bit here until we get the video worked out, as we are just underway in Middle Township with the Panthers controlling the tip. All right, check that. We'll step away and we'll come right back. All right, thanks for bearing with us through some technical difficulties here. 2-0 is our score. Middle Township on top. You haven't missed a whole lot. The team's exchanging a couple turnovers at each end. Middle with a couple opportunities. Just getting one to go so far down low, courtesy of Hannah O'Neill. Still working on the score and clock component of our stream. So, again, we'll just update you as we go here. 5:29 remaining in the first, and Middle Township with that 2-0 lead. So here's West Tech with the basketball in their white road uniforms, moving right to left on your screen here in this first half. And Middle, of course, in the home black uniforms with the orange numerals. Here's a three from the wing. That one off the mark from Sunkett. And last touched by West Tech. It'll belong to the Panthers. Capoletti brings it across for Middle. Now up top to Reagan Powell. She enters the night 28 points away from 1,000 for her career. Capoletti will try a triple. Way too strong that time. Frederick chases down the far side rebound, and she took an extra step before she passed it. Kind of a choppy start for both teams here. Again, 2-0 is our score. Middle Township leads just over 3 minutes in. Middle going with a 1-3-1 zone look now defensively. Pass to the corner, the drive baseline, wraparound pass, mid-range jumper. That one won't go as West Tech still looks for its first points of the night. Sunkett a little bit off on that jumper. Powell gets it across to Capoletti. They go high post Robinson, poked away from behind. She goes to the deck to try to gather. And another tie up here. This one will stay with Middle. So it'll be baseline out of bounds here for the Panthers of Middle Township. Capoletti to trigger. Gets it into Frederick. Back to Abby in the corner. Gave up her dribble, and now they'll reset. Top of the key, Powell. Frederick, back to Powell. Powell drives, and she was fouled on the drive down the lane. This will be the first team foul of the period for West Tech. Autumn Sidney picking up the personal foul there. Here's Hannah O'Neill, Capoletti near corner. Skip past Frederick, one more. Robinson drives baseline, again poked away. And West Tech comes up with another steal. Sidney hitting the deck there just as she crossed midcourt, but West Tech able to retain possession. That pass behind, sunk it that time, who wasn't looking for it. A couple times West Tech has been in that situation so far. As we are more than 4 minutes in, Middle still leads this one just 2-0. Here's Powell into the corner. Frederick cut off along the baseline, back out to Powell. Powell drives, and again, she's fouled before the shot. This will be the second team foul on West Tech. This matchup doubling as a South Jersey Invitational Basketball Tournament contest, showcase game. Middle Township playing in the Cape Atlantic League can't actually win that tournament. They can't compete in the single elimination component because they play in the Cal tournament and the state tournament. Here's another turnover. Sidney comes away with it. And now some reserves getting set to check in here for Middle at the next whistle, as John Leahy a little bit frustrated with his group so far. Three way off the mark. O'Neill pushing the pace the other way. Pass ahead to Frederick. The catch left it short. And the rebound controlled by Niebe. And this foul will go against Middle. Foul given to Maya Robinson, her first, team second. Still 2-0 Middle Township. We have 3:08 remaining here in this first quarter. Into the lineup for Middle Township, it's the senior Alexia Davis, along with the junior Isabel Miller. Again, Panthers of Middle a little bit shorthanded tonight. Three way off the mark, and the rebound and the putback good. First points of the night for West Tech, coming courtesy of Harmony Cummings. Shorthanded because Sarah Farrow, standout senior, is not in uniform tonight, dealing with a minor injury. Capoletti thought about a three. Davis drives baseline, tied up for a moment. Count it, and one. So some instant offense off of the bench for Alexia Davis. So she will go to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play. That puts Middle on top 4-2. We got 2:29 remaining in the first quarter. And we have a timeout on the floor. Again, a big thanks to our sponsors on board for Middle Township Athletics live streams this season. Those include ULMER'S Appliance Repair, 7 Mile Pies, the Bellevue Tavern, Haven House, MENZ, Coastline Realty, Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, Panthers in Action, and Corrado Painting. Corrado Painting, an MTHS alumni owner-operated company with talented long-term employees known for their attention to detail and clean work environment. Since 2009, their courteous and professional painters have been servicing residential and commercial clients in Cape May County. Call 609-602-7807 for further information. That's 609-602-7807 for further information. So a low-scoring first quarter, certainly so far. Stark contrast to the Middle Township boys game last night, where Panthers came out on fire, especially from three-point range, en route to a 20-point victory over Atlantic City. Start of a busy stretch for really both teams. Middle Township girls will be back in action against rival Wildwood Catholic. We'll have that game for you on Monday night, 5:30 tip-off. And the boys will be on the road at Catholic that night. Davis completes the three-point play. Again, Middle staying with this 1-3-1 zone look defensively as they lead at 5-2, 2:20 remaining in the first. Wide open down low, the catch, no finish though. Davis battles for the rebound, poked away. It'll stay with Middle Township as we go the other way. Sunk it, a little bit frustrated. She wasn't able to finish in the lane as it rolled off the rim. Here's Capoletti, steps into a healthy three and drills it. So the senior Abby Capoletti in rhythm there. Nobody picked her up. She sinks the three. It's 8-2, Middle Township. And again, another turnover, the third or fourth that West Tech has just really thrown right into the Middle Township bench as the Panthers of Middle making things difficult on the offensive end for West Tech. Capoletti setting things up, gets it over to Powell, left side. Back to Capoletti. Near side now, here's Hannah O'Neill. The drive, a lot of traffic there, and a travel is the call there. As they say, Powell took some steps en route to the bucket. Reagan still looking for her first points of the night. We had mentioned 28 points away from 1,000 for her career, and another West Tech turnover. Substitute into the game, this is Niebe back into the lineup. She replaces Cummings. As we approach 1 minute to go here in the first. Middle with that 8-2 advantage. Capoletti, far side O'Neill, back up top. Here's Powell. West Tech also operating in a zone here. O'Neill will try a triple. Too strong that time. Davis with the rebound down low, quickly double teamed. Looks like we'll probably have a tie up here. Actually gonna say she stepped on the line. So before the jump ball, she stepped out of bounds, and we are under a minute to go. West Tech basketball, the visitors still sitting on just 2 points so far here in this first quarter. Here comes the trap near side, skip pass. Niebe traveled. So the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining. Middle Township basketball and a 6-point advantage. Here's Capoletti over to Powell. O'Neill, Capoletti. Powell, she'll try a triple. Way off the mark, but wide open down low for the putback is Hannah O'Neill. Her second bucket just like that. It's 10-2 Middle. 21 seconds remaining. The poke away from Powell, couldn't get it though. West Tech keeps it for the moment. The double team and now the steal. It's Hannah O'Neill. 14 seconds to go. O'Neill trying to find Capoletti. That one's knocked out of bounds. The clock stops with 11 seconds remaining. So the Panthers of Middle, an opportunity to maybe take the last shot here. Capoletti to trigger, gets it in. Davis trying to go back to Capoletti in the near corner. It's not there. 6 seconds remaining. Davis in the paint, down to 4 seconds. Mid-range jumper on the way, too strong. Davis the rebound, and the Panthers run out of time before the putback. So an 8-point lead for Middle Township after one, as the Panthers are on top 10-2. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Second quarter about to get underway here in Cape May Courthouse. Middle Township leads West Tech 10-2. Appreciate you staying with us through some early technical difficulties here tonight. Still working on trying to get that score bug and clock up for you, but certainly we'll update you verbally until that time comes. Middle Township basketball to begin the second. Here's Capoletti over to Powell. Back to Abby, wide open for three. That one off the back iron, no good. Long rebound comes out to Autumn Sidney. West Tech way more turnovers than points in that first quarter as the visitors try to settle in here in the second. And another takeaway for Middle. That time it was poked away by Maya Robinson, who's back into the lineup. Nice pass ahead. Allie Nagel just checking in to begin the second. And Nagel with the quick bucket. So already 5 bench points for John Leahy's squad here tonight. Now 12-2 with 7:22 remaining in the second. West Tech probing this zone defense and a nice soft touch down low from Harmony Cummings, the freshman. She's got all 4 points so far for West Tech. Nagel, she'll try a triple here, and that one is good. So Allie Nagel, instant offense off of the bench. Nagel with 5. It's 15-4. Bounce pass, high post, contested jumper way off the mark. Out of the hands of Sunkett. Here comes Middle the other way. Capoletti, it's a 5-on-3. Robinson, cut off, but gets it to go anyway. Robinson encountered some traffic there, just quickly flicked it up, got it to go. Now 17-4 as Middle Township trying to pull away early here tonight. Into the corner, Sunkett, skip pass. Niebe, she'll try a 3. That one won't go down. Offensive rebound, though, from Cummings. Out top, Sidney. And another steal. Active hands defensively for Middle. That was Robinson with the takeaway. Ahead, Frederick. Long range 2. And off the mark there, last touched by Powell. Aaliyah Quay into the lineup for the first time for West Tech. She's wearing number 21 in white. 6 minutes to go, 17-4. Middle Township is our score here in the second quarter. And a tip away from Nagel. It's through the hard work of our fearless athletic director, Josh McCarty. We have our score bug back up. If it was easy, everyone would do it, Josh. So we're totally back. 17-4, as you can see. Under 6 to go here in the second. And a kick up top there from Robinson. Another substitute here for West Tech. This will be Elizabeth Spady checking into the lineup here. As West Tech looking for some answers offensively in a deep hole early on here tonight. Good ball movement here, but then steps as Cummings shuffled the feet before she went up. So Middle forcing double-digit turnovers so far here as we're less than 10 minutes into this game. Ella Leahy into the lineup for the first time. Here's Powell. Contact down low, and Reagan will go to the free throw line to try and earn her first points of the night. That 1,000-point plateau, certainly the benchmark still for high school basketball players. We mentioned 28 points away coming in. Home game here tonight, and then the home game Monday against Wildwood Catholic. Certainly in the back of the mind for Reagan here as she tries to go 1 for 2. Hits the second, so she's in the score sheet. And it's now 18-4. 3 on the way, and that one is up and good for West Tech. Niebe with the triple. Check that, that was Lyric Stewart, wearing number 4, not 14. So Stewart the triple, first 3 of the night for West Tech. As Lyric drills it from downtown. Leahy trying to answer for middle, and she does. Nothing but net. Nice stroke from Ella Leahy. So plenty of bench points here tonight in this first half. Middle up a couple of touchdowns, 21-7. Nagel the poke away, and Alley's off the other way. Nagel lays it in. So Nagel on fire here off of the bench. She's got a game-high 7. Here's Niebe. Long stride, goes glass, and she's fouled on the way up. So 2 free throws coming here for West Tech. Niebe gets the roll on the first. Her first point of the evening. Hannah O'Neill checks back into the lineup for John Leahy's club as Capoletti gets a breather. Second one, kind of that dead spin off the back of the rim, but it worked for her as Niebe hits the pair. 23-9 our score, approaching the midway point of the second. Skip pass here, almost too tall for Leahy. She was able to catch it though. West Tech trying to extend this zone defense. Powell drives, kicks to the corner. Nearly taken away, knocked away again. Leahy's wide open, they find her. Now Nagel in the corner. Nagel drives, skip pass, Powell, 3 on the way. And that one way off the mark, saved right to Nagel. Short jumper is good. So Nagel with 9 off of the bench. Quick timeout taken by Middle Township. And the hometown Panthers lead this one 25-9. Panther live streams on the Middle Township Athletics YouTube channel, brought to you in part by the Bellevue Tavern and Cape May Courthouse, located at 9 South Main Street in historic downtown Cape May Courthouse. The Bellevue Tavern is open for lunch and dinner and is also ready to host your next private party. That's the Bellevue Tavern in Cape May Courthouse. Action also brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair. For all of your household appliance repair needs, call ULMER'S Appliance Repair, 609-368-4444. Middle Township 8-0 to begin the new season here. Playing and winning a number of games at the Boardwalk Basketball Classic, the Wildwoods Convention Center over the holiday break. Then back in action at home on that New Year's weekend, if you will, with a victory over ACIT and then the win over Apsagami last night. So trying to go 9-0, certainly on its way, but plenty more work to do. Cummings, another bucket down low. She's been solid down there for West Tech. She's got a team-high 6. Leahy wide open. She'll shoot that and hit. So 2 triples for Ella so far here in the second quarter. The bench points continue to pour in for Middle Township. Cummings with a touch at the free throw line. Triple team there. Kicks it out. 3 on the way from the wing. Too strong. Nagel the rebound. That was Spady off the mark from downtown. 3 minutes to go here in the second. Powell lines up a 3, and that's her first field goal of the night. So Powell now has 4 points and an even 20-point lead for Middle Township. Comes the double, little give and go. Spinning, and then slapped away that time by Hannah O'Neill. Gets it up to Powell. Powell driving, looking for a teammate. That was Robinson down low. And the pass a little bit off the mark that time. Bounces out of bounds. Three on the way, top of the key. All backboard that time. Nagel another rebound. Here comes Powell. Powell again looking for Robinson, but she's tied up immediately there. Jump ball, possession arrow in favor of West Tech. Alicia Parchment into the lineup for West Tech for the first time. For Middle Township, the junior Ainsley Frederick checks back in. Tough pass into the corner, caught, but foot on the line over there. So another turnover from West Tech. 2:07 remaining until halftime. 31-11 our score. Middle Township led this game 10-2 in a low-scoring first quarter. Both teams have picked it up a little since then, but Middle even more so. Powell left open for three. That one won't go down. Big rebound up top and then tied up. So Cummings the rebound. Robinson ties her up. And of course, possession arrow right back to Middle this time. Sunkett back into the lineup. She replaces Nebe. Frederick catches, directing traffic. Leahy out to Frederick, three on the way, too strong, long rebound comes out to Powell. Skip pass, Leahy. O'Neal up top, Powell once again, she'll try another three, and that one rattles home. So a slow start tonight for Reagan Powell, but the senior's starting to pick it up. Her second three in the last couple of minutes. She's got 7, 34-11 is our score. Middle really trying to put this one away before halftime. Offensive rebound, put back in and out. Another offensive rebound and then fouled from behind. This will be Sunkett going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Looks like they'll get Maya Robinson on the foul. Second personal foul on Robinson. Second team foul of the period for Middle. Davis and Capoletti getting set to check back in after the first free throw here. That's Bree Sunkett's first point of the night. Two for two there for Sunkett. And here comes Middle with 1:22 remaining in the second quarter. Capoletti, skip pass, Frederick, pump fake, gets the step, drives, cut off along the baseline. Looking for some options. Dangerous pass, looking for O'Neal on the opposite side, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Middle. Capoletti to trigger, gets it into the corner. Powell. Here's O'Neal trying to go back to Capoletti on this play. She catches in the corner. Hannah left side. Here's Lexi Davis. Again, West Tech trying to extend this perimeter defense. Capoletti left open though. Top of the key. That's a deep 2, but she drills it. Low pass, deflected and now stolen by Frederick. An interesting call there. They say that Frederick carried it, trying to gather her dribble. Not too much of an argument from Leahy right now with the score what it is. 36-13, so it'll go back to West Tech. 36 seconds remaining in the second. Nebe, she'll try a 3. Again, way off the mark. Floorboard there from O'Neal. Hannah head up, pushing the pace, and she's fouled. So that is the second team foul of the period. So it'll be possession here for Middle Township. 23.7 seconds remaining. And now a timeout taken by John Leahy, trying to set something up for possibly the last possession here of the second quarter. Again, some upcoming broadcasts here, as we'll have another girls game on Monday night against rival Wildwood Catholic. Should be a good one. Another 5:30 tip-off time. And then later next week, the boys will be in action at home against Mainland on Friday night. That one a 7 o'clock tip-off. All right, so out of the timeout, same 5 on the floor for Middle. It's Davis, Capoletti, O'Neal, Frederick, and Powell. Capoletti to inbound. Powell catches in the far corner. Frederick for 3, short. So Middle not holding for the last shot there, and then Frederick commits the foul. Just the 3rd team foul, so possession for West Tech. And the visiting Panthers maybe a chance for the final points of the 2nd quarter. Sydney walks it across. Picks up her dribble, though, right at midcourt. Finds Nebe into the corner, down low. Nice entry pass, but can't finish. Battle for the rebound. Davis is on top of the basketball down there. Cummings with a hand on it as well. It's a tie-up. And it'll be West Tech basketball with 2.7 seconds remaining. So West Tech has to go quick here. Panthers will match up man-to-man for this final possession. Cummings, the catch in the lane. Tied up down low. She got it off, though, and gets it to go. So great effort there from Harmony Cummings. She's got 8 points. And an otherwise tough first half for West Tech. Middle Township in firm control at the break as the hometown Panthers lead it 36-15. Halftime here in KMA Courthouse. Stay with us. Second half still to come in a few minutes. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Why Middle Township High School? Because Middle makes a difference. In the classroom, educators at Middle motivate. When it comes to the arts, our Panthers perform. Middle's Navy cadets take command. On the field and on the court, Middle Township Panthers play to win. Everyone's story is unique at Middle Township. In fact, diversity is our strength. Panthers are prepared for the next steps after high school. So why Middle Township High School? Because Middle makes a difference. The Panther Experience. It's not just 4 years, it's for life. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by CORRADO Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty. Just winding down halftime here in Cape May Courthouse. Middle Township girls lead West Tech 36-15 at the break. Middle Township led this game 10-2 after one. And then both teams picking up the pace there in the second. Scoring totals at halftime. Allie Nagel leads all scorers with 9 points off of the bench. Reagan Powell has 7 for Middle. Elsewhere for Middle, Ella Leahy with 6 off of the bench. Abby Capoletti has 5. Hannah O'Neill with 4. Alexia Davis, 3 points off of the bench. And Maya Robinson with 2. So far for West Tech, Harmony Cummings has 8. Stewart with 3. Sunkett with 2, and Nebe with 2. Mike Frankel on the call with you here tonight. Andrew Lee and Nathan McMaster on our cameras. Again, we appreciate everyone sticking with us through some early technical difficulties here tonight. Middle Township well on its way, but still a second half here to go. 1,000-point watch for Powell. She needed 28 coming in. She's got 7. So 21 points away. And Middle Township basketball here to begin the third. That's Middle dressed in black, moving right to left on your screen here in this second half. High post, it's Powell. Swing it near side, O'Neill. Good ball movement early, but then poked away. Powell goes to recover in the lane, swallowed up in there, and they're going to say she got fouled. Foul on Sydney, and that's an issue for West Tech. That's her 4th. So less than 15 seconds in, she has to go to the bench here in the third. Frederick, Capoletti, high post. Again, taken away that time by Cummings. Not a lot of room in there right now for Reagan Powell. Middle stays in the zone. That pass, I believe, was deflected. Last touch by Middle. It'll stay with West Tech. And an early substitute here for Middle as Nagel checks in for Frederick. And now we're going to go the other way. So turnover is a problem for West Tech in the first half. And that trend continues at least early on here in the third quarter. Here's Capoletti to bring it across. Senior point guard had 5 in that first half. One of the top facilitators in Cape Atlantic League. Thought about a 3. Extra pass. Powell can't get the roll. Battle for the rebound. It's a tie up. And possession will belong to West Tech. Here's Sunkett, surveying the defense. Stewart, long pass to the baseline. Jumper no good, I should say. Poked up into the air, possessed by Middle. Nagel, pass ahead, and the finish from Reagan Powell. Here's Sunkett. Middle trying to deny Cummings in the high post there. They do work it to the freshman. Shot on the way, and she's fouled. It'll be free throws here for Harmony Cummings. Another foul on Maya Robinson. That's her 3rd personal foul. So some foul trouble for starters on both teams right now. 2 free throws here for Cummings. Two for 2 there. Soft touch from Harmony Cummings. And first player in double digits tonight. She's got 10. 3 on the way from O'Neill. Too strong. Rebound cleared that time by Nebe. Just about 2 minutes going by here in the third. Nebe, the floater, Can't get the roll. O'Neal, the rebound down low. She dribbles out of there. 3-on-1 here. Ahead to Powell. Powell, one more, unselfish play, and Nagel the finish. So now it's Nagel with a game-high 11 points off of the bench. 3 on the way here from Sunkett. That one won't go. Nagel the rebound. She wants to run. O'Neal back to Capoletti. 3 on the way. Back iron, no good. And the rebound cleared by Cummings. Nice look down low. One extra pass here. And tied up on the way up. Another shot. Good defense down low. That time from Capoletti. As West Tech maybe thought they had an easy one. Didn't turn out that way. And that's a travel there along the arc from Robinson. So timeout taken on the floor from West Tech. It comes with 5:07 remaining here in the third. Middle Township in control 40-17. Panther live streams on the Middle Township Athletics YouTube channel, brought to you in part by the Bellevue Tavern and Cape May Courthouse, located at 9 South Main Street in historic downtown Cape May Courthouse. The Bellevue Tavern is open for lunch and dinner and is also ready to host your next private party. ULMER'S Appliance Repair for all of your household appliance repair needs. Call ULMER'S Appliance Repair 609-368-4444. Penn Jersey Building Materials, your South Jersey home for concrete and concrete accessories. Penn Jersey offers a variety of products for both the professional and do-it-yourselfer. Locations throughout New Jersey are easily accessible, and new products are introduced weekly. Tonight's game also brought to you by Corrado Painting, an MTHS alumni owner-operated company with talented long-term employees known for their attention to detail and clean work environment. Since 2009, their courteous and professional painters have been servicing residential and commercial clients in Cape May County. Call 609-602-7807 for further information. Tonight's game also brought to you by 7 Mile Pies, by the Haven House, by Thai Men's Coastline Realty, by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, by Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, by Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. All right, so out of the timeout, West Tech will inbound here. This is Kimora Haskins into the lineup, I believe for the first time tonight. Haskins, a catch. She'll try a 3 right away. A little bit too strong. Capoletti the rebound. She looks to push. Panthers with numbers. O'Neal couldn't get the handle. Goes down to the ground to try and grab it. And another tie up. A lot of jump ball situations here tonight. This one will stay with middle. Substitute being allowed on here. It's Nebe. She replaces Quay. O'Neal. Powell working the post, and she's fouled on the way through. It's been tough sledding in the paint here tonight, but Powell's been fouled a few times on some drives down there. Wholesale changes here for middle. 3. As it's Miller, Leahy, and Frederick into the lineup for the Panthers. Nagel, Capoletti, Robinson to the bench. And the short jumper there is good from Reagan Powell. So Powell now into double digits with 11. Quick timeout taken by Middle Township, as John Leahy wants to talk things over with his group. Middle Township 8-0 on the season, coming off of that lopsided win last night against Apsigami on the road. 60-24 was the final in that one. Most players getting into the box score who played in that contest. Middle Township gets the weekend off, and then will be home against Wildwood Catholic on Monday night, 5:30 tip time here on Tom Farraco Court. The boys, Middle Township boys, will be at Wildwood Catholic. for what I believe is a 7 o'clock tip that night. We'll have more boys action for you later next week as they'll be home against Mainland on Friday night. So out of the timeout, it'll be West Tech basketball as the second horn sounds. Middle stays in the 1-3-1. They've been in this most of the night. Corner 3 is open, but off the mark that time, out of the hands of Stewart. Miller wants to push. Frederick thought about a 3. Up top, Leahy, straight on, well short. Good hustle, but Powell was out of bounds. Approaching the midway point of the third quarter here. Middle still in firm control. Panthers led by 8 after 1, extended the lead in the second, led by 21 at halftime, and things have only opened up since then. Skip pass, sunk it, elbow jumper, won't go. Frederick looking to push. Ainsley into the corner, 3 on the way. Powell, nothing but net. So it was a slow start for Powell tonight, certainly by her standards, but she has been pouring in the points ever since. She's got a game high 14, which unofficially brings her 14 away from 1,000 for her career. Poked away as the Panthers force another turnover. Miller, and kind of lost her dribble for a moment there, was looking for Powell. She gets called for the travel. 2 changes here as Davis checks back into the lineup and the freshman Casey Day into the rotation for the first time here tonight. Powell and O'Neal to the bench, so we'll see if the starters will return at any point here for Middle. Still a lot of time left, 3+ here in the third. Yet another turnover there for West Tech. Marissa Sight into the lineup for the first time, wearing number 24 for Westhampton Tech. This one turning into a little bit of a JV game here in the late stages. Frederick finally gets one to go. Got to feel good for her as Ainsley hits the 3, her first points of the night. Miller at the top of this 1-3-1. Sight short on the 3, but the putback up and good from Sunkett. Her first field goal of the night. She has 4. Frederick to Leahy, now back to Frederick. Casey Day, she'll try a 3. That one won't go, and then a loose ball foul in the rebounding action. That'll go against Middle Township. Their third team foul. Check that second team foul of the third quarter. It's Frederick's third. Double teamed in the corner. Skip pass, Sight, pump fake. Gets it over to Nebe. 3 on the wing is up. That one won't go. Lexi Davis with the rebound. She's triple team, gets it ahead to Frederick. Some numbers here for Middle if they want it. Frederick, crossover dribble in the lane. Day, open for 3. That one too strong. Miller chases down the rebound. Out to Frederick. Up top, Leahy. Davis out to Leahy. Good ball movement here. One more. Day down low. Miller. Back out to Casey. Skip pass low for Leahy. She's able to gather. Miller. Baseline jumper well short. Davis, the rebound, the putback. Second field goal of the night for Davis, and now a timeout is taken here by West Tech. Middle Township at even 50 points as they lead this one 50-19 here in the late stages of the third. Full timeout taken here. West Tech 6-2 coming in. Trying to bounce back after a lopsided loss against Cinnaminson, 74-48 the final in that one, but tough stretch of the schedule for West Tech. Meanwhile, Middle well on its way to staying undefeated here. Reigning Cape Atlantic League champions, 3-time South Jersey Group 2 champs, and certainly one of the favorites for both of those titles again this year. For Powell, trying to become the first person to join the 1,000 point club since Jada Elston did it in 23. Before her was Kate Herlihy and Kira Sides. Again, we'll see if Powell gets any more run here tonight with the game in hand, but if she doesn't, she would need 14 in Monday night's game against Wildwood Catholic to get there. Again, Middle Township doing all this tonight without senior forward Sarah Farrow, who's dealing with an injury, not in uniform here tonight, but on the bench. West Tech basketball out of the timeout. Nebe brings it across. Three on the near side. And West Tech has just been ice cold from distance. A turnover, though, in transition. And nice bucket there. First points of the night for Marissa Sight. Leahy thought about a deep three. Middle wants to run through some offense here, working against this zone. Frederick short on the three, follows a shot, almost got it back. Sight goes down to the deck to get it. And now a run out here for West Tech. Coast to coast, and the finish, that time for Lyric Stewart. Her second field goal of the night, she has 5. So a mini run here from West Tech. Day catches, 25 seconds remaining in the period. Looking for Frederick, gets it over to Leahy. Frederick thought about a three. Leahy. Miller. Well short from the corner. Last touch, though, by West Tech. And Middle Township will have 9.4 seconds to work with. Frederick to trigger, gets it in. Trying to go back to her in the corner. It's not there. They go Davis, poked away in the post. Ball loose, 2 seconds to go. Can Middle get a shot off? They can't because we have a traveling violation. 0.3 seconds remaining. Not much time for West Tech to do anything other than just catch, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. After 3, Middle Township well on its way, leading 50-23. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by ULMER'S Appliance Repair, by 7 Mile Pies, by the Bellevue Tavern, by Haven House, by Corrado Painting, and by MENZ Coastline Realty. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action. Fourth quarter about to begin here in K-May Courthouse. And Middle Township does go back to a few of its starters here, as Powell, O'Neill, and Capoletti will be back on the floor along with Nagel. And then Essence, still the senior, on the floor for the first time tonight on her birthday. So happy birthday to Essence. West Tech basketball to begin the fourth, and quickly stolen there by Powell. Easy two, easiest of the night for Powell. So she's got 16 now. 12 away from 1K. Pass into the corner. Down low. And foul charge there to Still, as Essence will pick up her first. And it'll be Harmony Cummings to the line to shoot two. One of two from the line that time for Cummings. She's had a nice game, the freshman with 11. Capoletti on the drive, kicks it out. O'Neill thought about a three. Powell, right side, Nagel. Capoletti in the corner, quickly works it out of there. And near steal, and now a steal. Sydney took it away. Sydney, and she had it poked away from behind by Nagel in the lane. Capoletti through some contact, there's the whistle. Foul charge to Lyric Stewart, her first, team's first here in the fourth. O'Neill catches near the elbow, gets it out to Capoletti into the corner. Powell for three, and it's good. She's up to 19, got to be careful. Not sure if the balloons are in the gym tonight. And the short jumper up and good at the other end that time. As Sydney hits, that's her first bucket of the night. So the freshman Sydney in the scorebook now. Capoletti lost it on the drive, pass ahead to Sydney. And she's blocked from behind by O'Neill. So Powell, again, by our unofficial count, is now just 9 points away from 1,000. Here's Cummings, and a nice defensive play down low, that time from Still. And a 3-on-none break. See if Powell decides to dunk it. She goes with the layup. Gets it to go. She's up to 21. Kick to the corner. Nebe, three, won't go. Tipped. And good hustle that time from Essence Still. Here's Capoletti. Nagel, the drive. O'Neill up top. Powell, one more. Still, mid-range jumper, won't go. And another turnover from West Tech. That's been the story for the visitors here tonight. Just no answer for this Middle Township 1-3-1 defense. Powell, and that pass poked away. Good hustle there from Sunkett. Couldn't catch up to it, though. It'll stay with the Panthers. 5:16 remaining here in the fourth. Capoletti into Nagel, and then gets it right back. O'Neill, low pass. Capoletti able to gather. She's quickly double teamed. O'Neill left open for three. Jab step. Nice look down low. Still unable to finish down there. And some steps in the lane here as Stewart got caught up in a forest of Middle Township defenders in the lane. Izzy Miller getting set to check back in for Middle as she'll get Hannah O'Neill. Capoletti over to Powell. She'll try a three. That one won't go. Nagel, the offensive rip. Capoletti swarmed on defense, gets it over to Powell, now gets it back. Miller, high post, still had it poked away. It'll stay with the Panthers of Middle. Still up top to Miller. Nagel drives down low. Powell spinning in the lane. Tough shot blocked on the way up. Still loose. Still actually comes up with it. Essence. And it looks like she was fouled. So possession here to the Panthers. Nice look to Nagel from Capoletti, the dime from Abby. And Nagel is up to 13 points, which I believe is a career high. Powell the steal, looking up, wants to take this one herself, and she does. So Powell is up to 23, which puts her 5 points away from 1,000. And a steal. Miller ahead to Powell. Powell, Euro step, and she's tied up on the way up. Here's Day in for Capoletti. Powell gets it in over the top to Miller. Miller the step. Nagel drives. Floater blocked. Still battling for the rebound. Looks like we have a tie up here. It'll stay with Middle Township. 3:03 remaining. The clock is now running as we've reached the mercy rule threshold here in this game. So this clock will not stop unless this game somehow goes to overtime. Pass into the backcourt. Miller could have touched it, maybe decided against it. No foul called there. Sight wanted it, but it'll stay with West Tech. And now they are going to get Powell off the floor. Try to save the milestone for Monday night. So again, unofficially, she finishes with 23 here tonight. So she would be 5 points away from 1,000 for her career. Final minutes of this one. Miller pushing the pace. Nice look down low. Nagel, she's rejected down there though. Gets it back. Scramble for it. Leahy straight on three. Won't go. Rebound ripped away by West Tech. They got some numbers here. Quay gets two. So Aaliyah Quay, her first bucket of the night. Still, they get her for the travel, and they wave off the bucket on her birthday. Cummings drives, and she's fouled by Still. So with the clock running and her going to the free throw line, this might just about do it, as we will be well under a minute by the time these free throws are taken. First one is short. Second one is long. The rebound from Day. Day pushing it. Back to Miller, but Sunkett was lurking. She pokes it out of bounds. So maybe one last possession here for Middle. See what the Panthers want to do with it. Day has it. Miller in the corner. Pump fake. Baseline jumper in and out. Still the rebound. And last touch by her. Cummings, one more. Deep three on the way. Sunk it off the mark, bounces out of bounds, and the final seconds will tick off of the clock. So Middle Township cruises to victory here tonight. 61-28 your final over West Tech. Final scoring totals. Reagan Powell, a game high 23 points. Again, unofficially 5 points away from 1,000 for her career. Allie Nagel, an outstanding effort off of the bench. She finishes with 13. And then pretty balanced scoring from there. Ella Leahy had 6, Davis with 5, Capoletti with 5, O'Neill with 4, Frederick with 3, Robinson with 2. In the loss for West Tech, Harmony Cummings, a nice game down low. She finishes with a team high 11. Stewart had 5, Sunkett with 4, Nebe with 2, Sydney with 2, Quay with 2, Sight with 2. So 61-28 our final. Our next broadcast will be on Monday night as the 9-0 Middle Township Panthers get set to take on arch rival Wildwood Catholic. Now for our camera guys tonight, Andrew Lee and Nathan McMaster, I'm Mike Frankel saying so long from Cape May Courthouse. Middle Township, the big win tonight, 61-28. Have a great weekend. Middle Township Athletics live streams are being brought to you by Victorious Boutique in Cape May, Amanda Milstead, Sotheby's International Realty, Penn Jersey Building Materials, Sue White, Hub International Insurance, and by Panthers in Action.